Mad Dog Rebecca says, if you could jump into a story and be yourself, not a character, what book would it be? This is kind of a loose question because if I don't replace another character, does that mean that a guy and the girl who are the main characters would still be together? Because the whole reason I would want to go to a story is to like steal someone's man and like anybody else would. So if I were to like hop into Shatter Me and be like, Adam, come hug me, and if he was still by Juliet, there would be no point to that. But if I replaced Juliet and I was like, let's go kiss somewhere, then that would be fantastic. I would do Shatter Me. Trying to think of books that aren't very strict, dystopian-wise. No, not The Hunger Games, not in a million years. I do Obsidian. No, not Fault in Our Stars, that'd be painful. Again, pre-apologies on this username. I believe I might be pronouncing it wrong, but Katsuki Writer 24. Not sure, but I know at the beginning of every one of your videos you say, hi, welcome to Quirky Books with Katie, so that is you. You know who you are now. She says, which book that you have read had the most emotionally damaging ending? I cried for weeks. Also, this one was pretty bad. Ninja Reader Girl asks, what characters from 2 different worlds or series would you like to meet up and do super awesome stuff together? I don't know. I'm not in the position to ship people right now. Let's just YOLO this really quick. Let's do like Prince Maxon and then from The Selection and then Dave from Legend. Would that not be epic? That would be a nice instance to occur. Can we just all agree on that? So what is the book that you hated but everyone loved, and a book that you loved that everyone hated? Okay, so a book that I hated but everyone loved. I'm not going to repeat the duff, so let us look for another one. There's not really many books that I hate. I don't think I ever, I've never really hated a book, but there are books that didn't live up to my expectation. One of those is Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, so that's one that I didn't like but everyone else loved. And a book that I love that everyone hates. Is there a book that everyone hates that I like? I usually don't read books that other people hate because I don't think I have that kind of time to read books that people don't like. Outrageous Book Nerd is my new favorite person in the whole world. She says, what was your reaction to chapter 62? Can we relive this really quick? Story time. So whenever I read chapter 62, I was in photography class, which is my 8th period class, my last class of the day before we go home. And this was February 5th, the day that I got it. No, February 6th, the day after I got it, because I couldn't read it the day of because I got it at like 4. Long story short, I was pretty much alone in the classroom because it was photography. Everyone else was out taking pictures and I was in the room reading. And I remember I was numb. As I turned the pages, I was like, so this is happening? I kind of just got, what about Adam? Why is, oh, that's so cute. No, Adam. It didn't hit me until later on that I was like, oh, sweet mother of pearl, I gotta get me one of these. So once the initial shock sunk in, if you say the number 62, automatically, there's a part of my brain that goes. They ask, have you ever cried while reading a book? And this is a really funny question because I'm a very emotional person. Like any emotional change I go through, I will probably cry. So most books I do get teary-eyed at one point or another. Books that I full out sobbed while reading, I think there's only 2. That's The Fault in Our Stars and The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. Books Overlooks says, do I have any siblings? Yes, I have one sister named Natalie who's currently in Europe, so I can be as loud as I want to be. Because behind that door is a bathroom, and beyond that bathroom is my sister's room. So a ton of times when I'm filming, she's like 2 doors away from me, so I get really paranoid. So if there's videos of me saying things or I'm talking a little bit quieter than usual, it's probably because my sister's next door. Actually, this one time she burst into my room and scared me and I screamed and then was really embarrassed. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have a cat who's demonic, a dog who's useless and lazy. Then I have a horse, and my mom has a horse, but I don't know if that counts as my pet. Yeah, I guess it does. So we have 2 horses. We used to have a bird, which you heard in a ton of my videos, but we just gave him away to the Humane Society, so he is gone forever. Thank Jesus. Then what do I think of high school? Oh gosh, what do I think of high school? I'm a junior this year, which is 11th grade, and it's alright. Freshman year was awesome. I made so many friends. It was easy. Sophomore year, I had a ton of friends still, but I got really lazy and didn't do a ton of my work, so I failed a couple classes, but I always got them up in the end, so it was fine, but I did fall behind a ton sophomore year. And I think that was just because I was lazy and my social life was putting everything in haywire. What do I want to be when I'm older? I don't know. I keep telling people I want to be a librarian, but the more I say that, the more I feel like an elementary school librarian that's like, shut up kids. But really, I just want to work around books. I don't really want to be a publisher. I don't really want to be an author. I don't think I'm that good at writing. But I just don't know what else to do other than like librarian or bookstore person. That's not even that fun because I don't really want to take business stuff, but I don't know, I'll figure it out one day. Why am I so hilarious? Honestly, I love being an entertainer. I don't know. My dad's pretty crazy, so I probably get that from him, but I just love making people happy. And then lastly, where are my favorite places to read? No, second to lastly, where is my favorite place to read? My bed. I don't really focus too much when I'm sitting on my bed though, but I really have nowhere else to read because everywhere else I get distracted. During school, I'm awesome reading in a desk. That's surprising. Whoa, convulsive burp. Surprisingly, that's the most comfortable place for me, is to just be sitting somewhere where I can't fall asleep. And I don't know, it's easy resting your book on something. You don't have like your shoulders and elbows all up in your face because you're laying on your back. So yeah, I like to read at school and in bed. Now lastly, what's my favorite season? Winter. Sweater weather is my fave. Just a Lonely Star, aka my friend Ailey, asks, how much do you love Pug Hill? And Pug Hill is a book that I bought when she was with me at a store that I haven't started yet, but she really wants me to read it, and to that I say, you and your sarcasm can get off my video. Lorena Ramirez asks, would you rather never read again or never hear again? So it's asking if I'd rather be deaf than blind, kind of. I don't know. I don't know. I've never really contemplated the differences between being deaf and blind, like the benefits and cons. Okay, Isaac said he'd rather be deaf than blind, so I'd rather be deaf and still be able to read. Then, have I ever not finished a book? Yes, tons. There's The Book Thief, Why We Broke Up. Those are the 2 that pop out, are the 2 that I cannot get through. Oh, and Gone by Michael Grant. Those are books that I've had for forever. I've gotten so far into them, but end up never actually finishing them, so. Catherine Loves JB says, did you always like reading, or was there a certain book that turned you into a book lover? I mentioned this before. Twilight got me reading. Actually, I'll go a little bit more in depth with that now that it's asked again. Around freshman year, I started buying books off of Amazon just by the ones that had the biggest and bestest reviews, and there's pictures from like two or 1 years ago that I have just this one top cute, like one box like this filled with only about 7 books in it, and those were my first 7 books I ever bought and read as a young adult, and those books were Existence, Shiver, The Fault in Our Stars, Obsidian, and just a couple others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but those were pretty much the books that got me started in the YA genre. The Fault in Our Stars I read before I heard about any of the hype, so sitting here like hipster. Last question from X Evanescence X Love, which is my friend in real life. Hello Lauren, how you doing? She says, when was the last time you had a churro? And this is an inside joke that I don't care to explain. So, I don't remember the last time I've had a churro. Maybe a year and a half? I don't know, it's been a while. So that was every question unless I accidentally skipped one. Now I'm paranoid. Oh my gosh, what if I skipped your question? Wouldn't I be a terrible person? So that was it for this question and answer videos, and this was so fun. I was like begging people to be creepy though, like not begging, but I was kind of wishing that one person would be like, ask the really strange question that would be really uncomfortable to answer. But you know what, it is what it is, and I'm glad that I was asked a ton about books because I could talk about books for literally the rest of my life. I think I will end this video now because it's probably long enough, but thank you for watching. I just finished filming this and realized one person left some questions, so I'm gonna answer them super quick at the end of this. So let's go rapid fire. This is from username that I can't pronounce, I'm sorry. This username, lovely thing right here. And they ask, where have you traveled to and where would you like to go? I've never been outside of the US, so it would be fantastic to go to, like, I don't know, England. I don't know why I rolled my eyes as I said that, but I really do want to go to England someday. Maybe Germany. My aunt said that possibly she could bring me to Germany with her next winter, so if you live in Germany, I'm coming for you. What types of music do I like? My family calls it funeral music, but I just like slow, like deep, heartful music. Not like stoner slow music, but yeah, like Lana Del Rey type music. That's what are the top 3 things on my bucket list? To lose weight, learn the guitar, and meet a ton more authors. I love meeting authors, so definitely want to meet a ton of my favorites in the near future. Why did you decide to make a Booktube channel? I found the Beauty Guru part of YouTube before I found the Booktube community, so I was on, like, I don't know, this is kind of embarrassing to say, but I would be like putting on my makeup, like mouthing the words to myself, like, and I put on a delicate coat of mascara, like, I felt like I kind of had it in me to kind of broadcast what I'm doing on camera and like vlog about things, and I'm not very expressive that much, so I thought my first ever video, I just found this the other day, I didn't even realize I'd made one. It was a December favorites video, or was it November favorites? I don't know. It was like 8 months ago that I did this video. Then after that, I have no idea where the transition happened, but I guess I found someone's YouTube for books, and then I made a book haul. I honestly have no idea what sparked my interest to make one, but I've always wanted to make YouTube videos, and now I have a channel and it's kind of successful and it's awesome, and I don't know, I really like it. If all of your favorite fictional characters were about to die and you can only save one character, who would you save and why? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, half of my favorite characters are already dead. I can't make this decision. I'm stressing out right now. What is air? What is air? What is air? Air. I don't know, this is terrible. Why do you do this to me? Realistically, probably Adam or Warner. No, Adam. Yeah, Warner deserves to die a little bit, even though I love him. Does anybody else have those conflicting feelings about Warner? Okay, need to stop talking. That was the rest of the questions. So I just deleted the video, so that's all there's ever gonna be. So thank you again. Okay, bye.